Hello. Today we are going to be talking about how we can share and export our ebook from Adobe Express. We have been working on, if you've been with me for the last 4 days, and today is day 5, we've been working on an ebook that is a reflection of this past year and also our vision for next year. And if you've missed those other 4 parts, no worries, you can always rewatch them. And if you have, and you're like, no, I just want to know how to share and create an ebook and export it, you can also just watch this video as well. So let's take a look at the little doc I have provided. You guys have a PDF in the caption that's going to share the challenge prompt. So today we're creating a book cover for our personal ebook, and we're going to do a table of contents or a little bit of table of contents chapters, if you will, for your ebook. And I'm going to talk about how you can easily share them with friends and share them on social media as well. I am always providing a music playlist for every day. And this time, when I was creating my menu and creating my title, I used this 90s road trip Spotify playlist. And over here on the right-hand side are my directions for you, in case you ever just want to review that instead of review this video. So let's get into Adobe Express. Adobe Express is what we are using to create this personal ebook. It is so easy to create a ebook in Adobe Express. This, for me, is my first ebook I've ever created, and I was like, let me try it in Express. I've always thought maybe I want to create an ebook for my personal site. I've seen that a lot of people will be like, here's an ebook in exchange for your email address. And that's a big thing you see on a lot of landing pages and a lot of profiles for influencers, etc. So I was like, oh, is that something I can try out? And now I know that it's so easy to make. So if you've ever thought about could I do an ebook? The answer is going to be so yes. So on the homepage, you can, if you've not created a book before and you haven't started a project with me, what we are going to do is create our first, basically our title page. And you can use a couple options. There's this posters. I think posters is a good option to find some templates to work off of where you can edit and change them, potentially flyers. And then of course there is the book covers templates that you can use. So you can look through these and feel a vibe. I had already picked out what I think my cover was going to the template for my cover on day 1. This cover has been the inspiration for the design for all of my pages. And what I haven't done yet is the first thing that you want to do is you want to resize it so that it matches all your pages. You want to make sure all the pages in your ebook are the same size, right? Because you don't want to someone to open your ebook and it's a little page and then a big page and you're like, what is this, right? So you want to make sure that everything looks consistent. So I am using this 1080 by 1350 Instagram portrait because I plan on sharing it on Instagram. Wait, I'm glad you're playing the playlist. It's a good playlist if you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about this jam, the 90s playlist. Oh my gosh, Mariah Carey, is that you? Okay, so I like this image of this woman, but I want it to be me because this book is about me. Before I get into editing this, I just wanted to share with you guys the pages that we have created. So I started with my highlights of the year. So my bachelorette in Solvang, my wedding in Madeira. I looked through Google Photos and just found some of these memories that were really significant for me. Playing Squid Games with our friends. And then I did a gratitude section. That was day 2, where we talked about what are the things that we were grateful for, moments, people. And after that, we worked on, what did we work on? Oh, we worked on goals. So what are our goals for next year? Some of mine was being a good plant mama, finding a spiritual community. And then yesterday we worked on our vision board. And for me, it was a lot about finding peace, getting into nature, feeling really comfortable in my body. So that's what my book consists of. And it is done. I'm so happy. So now I feel like, okay, you can get clever with the book title, with how you want to design this front page. I think that it's why I waited to the end is like, you want to get a feel for what your book is like, what it's about, maybe before you select that image and select that title for your final page. Something that kind of wraps it all up in a bow. And so I decided I want to replace this image. So I'm just selecting this object, this image right here, and I'm going over to replace. And then I'm going to upload my photo, and I think I'm going to do, what am I going to do? Oh, I know what image I want. So this image. So this is me at my bachelorette. I'm like looking away. I feel really happy. I feel like that feels like it represents my year, like a good laugh. But I'm with friends. I've got the sun on me. And I think that that's kind of how I want to be remembered for this year. So what it's doing, it's not only bringing in that image, because I don't know if you saw, but that image had, let me show you guys. This is really handy dandy for those of us that are not that great at design yet, or great at tools. So this is the original image, and what it did was that it used the same editing styles that the original image had. So it already removed the background and just had me as the cutout. So that makes it really easy for me to then not have to do much to make it look good. I'm like, okay, great, I'm here. And you can, if you want to, make some more edits. If it's like not perfect, maybe you go in and you're like, I want this edge to be changed, and you want to like, this did a really good job, so I don't really have to, I'm not really going to do much, but I'll just show you what that looks like if you bring your image in and you edit out the background, and it's not perfect. You can go to edit cutout and you can like remove some stuff. You're like, I don't like that or whatever, right? So you can use that eraser to edit that cutout. Okay, now the other thing is, I just realized, what are these papers? Was that in my original image? Oh, that's why. Okay, so that's what we would want to cut out. We want to cut out this menu that's in the image. So I'm just gonna like use this to erase it. And that looks decent. Let's see. Oh, it's gone. Yay. I find the erasing kind of like fun and a little stressful at the same time. So there I am, and the background image is of that woman, but it has some sort of filters on it. So if I look down, you can see it has this duotone filter. I can choose whether I just want to like copy and paste this image and put that same filter on. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to duplicate that image, and let's try this filter on it, duotone. Ooh, do I like purple or do I like the yellow? Oh. Okay. This is where things get hard, because I'm like, maybe I like just being, I like the purple instead of my color. Ooh, am I going to do that? Okay. So I might keep myself purple, and then maybe the background I'm going to do as that yellow. I don't like the black here. Yeah. I'm liking this. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of her. I'm going to put yellow me. The fun thing about the images is to play around with these filters and effects and just have fun trying them out and seeing what it feels like. And now you can see that my arms are sticking out. Like, that doesn't look good. I'm just going to place this other stuff on top. So this gold, I'm going to put on top. Look, it's gone. You no longer see that weird edit of my arm. That feels nice. Okay. And then I'm going to change the text here to say, I didn't come up with a great title for my book. Elizé 2022 year in review is like, I feel like I would want to come up with something better than that, but that's going to have to do for now. I'm going to think about it more. And maybe I'm going to give it an outline so it's like easier to read. And that's good for me right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this okay. I don't love that. So I might bring in a little design asset. I really like flowers. I like nature. I think that was a big theme. Peace, nature, flowers, plants is a big thing for me. So I'm not sure if I want to just have like a plant, a flower, or something like that. Good for now. I'm so happy. How nice. Okay. Now, once I have my title book, I'm going to create my table of contents. So if you're creating a book, you typically want to have a table of contents as well. If I want to add a new page into my current booklet, what I would do here is you can either duplicate that page, you can add a new page, or you can create a new template. I'm going to add a new template. Elizé was busy. This is Wade's. Elizé was busy. Epic review for 2022. I love this. Does this fit right in here though? Is that too long? Let me try. What else? How could I make this shorter? Elizé was busy 2022. How about that? that made me happy. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, good idea. Okay. So I'm going to go into my templates, and I found that I think that the menu templates really land well for like a table of contents. It has that same look and feel. I haven't seen this one before. Ooh, I kind of like this. Ooh, that's fun. These shapes are, okay, I might like change out some of those shapes later so that my book is cohesive, but I like that. Okay, I'm gonna resize this to Instagram portrait, same one I've been using. And then I'm going to change out this to table of contents. I like this font choice too. So the thing that you can do about this is like, maybe I want to go back and change some of my fonts using this Moon Blossom so that they're all consistent. But right now I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to just spend time looking at that a little bit later. So my table of contents first was highlights of the year. And then it was gratitude. Maybe I should say what I'm grateful for. And then after that was oh, okay. Vision and goals. First goals. And then 2023 vision board. So those are the items. I'm going to reduce this size because that's looking crazy. Maybe a little bit bigger. Oh, let me just caps this. Okay. Then from over here on the right hand side, I can like put the pages. Like this was 1 through 3. This was 4, this was 5, and this was page 6. So of course, if you have like quite a lengthy book, this is going to be really helpful for people to... What's up with the dots? I'm not sure what that means. Because it looked fine. Should I keep the dots? I might edit that later. Okay, so then I'm going to change this to some of the colors that I've been using. These are little background elements. What is this? This is, oh, it's just like a whole page of them. Okay. So this is a whole, just like a background image, and you can replace that if you want here. And I can choose whether or not that is something I want to replace. Let's see if it feels okay with the rest of my book. Elizé was busy 2022. I have my table of contents. I have my highlights of the year. My gratitude, my goals, and my vision board. So yeah, it's interesting. Now I can like start to take different elements if I want to. Like maybe these stars are something, I just copied those, are something that I'd want to bring into here so that it has more of a cohesiveness. And maybe this background layer is something I might want to replace. Let's see these flat. I'm trying to think of like what really represents this year. There was a lot of travel. This could be kind of interesting. That feels kind of interesting, like a lot of travel this year. And then this was my font that I've been using, Gerkner Jump. So I'm just gonna replace. I like this font a lot, but I think I liked my Gerkner Jump better. So I'm just gonna replace that. So that, again, it's consistent in my whole, across my whole book. Did you guys ever watch Hocus Pocus? She's like, book. And I typically like a shadow of like something like that, or maybe inside the book is purple. It's right inside the table of contents, and the shadow is black. It feels nicer. Yeah. Okay, so once you're feeling good about your book, there are a few ways to share your book. And it depends on who you want to share it with and how. Let's say you're just working on one page and you're like, I like this, I want to share it. I want to share my bachelorette in solving and what I created here on my social media. The best way to share this is over here on the right-hand side, there is the share button, and you can share this page, you can share multiple pages, and you can publish it. So what I recommend doing is you would go to this page and publish. And then you can publish directly from here onto Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. And then there is also the ability to schedule. So you can schedule out your Instagram posts. So this is really helpful if you have a social media calendar and you want to be able to publish directly from Express, but you're like, I don't want to wake up on Wednesday at 8 a.m. I just wanted to do it myself. I just want it to do it itself. So you would go to schedule out the day and time that you want to publish that piece. And then you also have links to your Express file as well. What I would do though for my book is I would go to download, and you can download. So if you want to share this whole book, let's say through an email or as an email with friends and family. You're like, hey, I want to share with you my ebook for my reflections of the year, see your face in them, blah, blah, blah. Then you want to download all pages as a PDF, and you can like start that download. So that's how you would download if you were sharing with as an email with a friends and family, or let's say you have a website and you want to have a PDF that people can download in exchange for that email. That's how you would do it as well. And the third scenario why you would do it as a PDF is you would do it for LinkedIn. LinkedIn works really well when you want to upload multiple images if you do it as a PDF. Okay, this is gonna maybe take too long for me to share live, but so those are the three scenarios. And people always ask me, how do you get like that cool look on LinkedIn with your images? And that's exactly how you download as a PDF. Now, if you want to download multiple images onto your social media, you can't do it with the share button. If you notice here, come on. Still loading. If I click share and I do all pages and I go to publish, it says to publish multiple pages in a post, first download your assets and upload all of them into a post. So you can't do it that way. How you have to do it is you download all pages as a PNG or a JPEG. So I can download all of them, all my images, and then when I go into when I go into Instagram or Twitter or what have you, you upload them as individual images, and then it's still gonna look like a cohesive book or a cohesive post if you do it that way. So this is how I'm actually going to do this for my social media when I share my images. This also makes it easier, like maybe you have your book and you're like, I don't really want to share my goals, but I really want to just share my highlights, or I don't want to share my table of contents or what have you. This is what makes it easier, because then you start your download and you just select the images that you do want to share. And again, you get to also have the ability to schedule on Adobe Express those images as well. So you can do it directly from Express. You don't have to log into your social media separately. You can just connect your social medias straight from here. So you can connect. I have my Instagram connected, and then you can add your media here. So you can add from here in your projects, and then you can have your caption, and you can put your publish date and the published time, and then you get to schedule it directly from here. Right? And then you get to see your schedule with all your little posts in them and have that all set up. Also, LinkedIn recently, for the longest time, you weren't able to do any scheduling for LinkedIn up until I think last week. So now with LinkedIn as well, you can directly go onto the LinkedIn website and you can schedule your post ahead of time, just like you can for all the other social medias. So that is a new breakthrough, because that was a really big crutch on my side. Like I was like, oh, I always have to like publish on that same exact day. I can't prep my LinkedIn post. So now you're able to do that, which is also really great. Okay, that wraps up our time. I really hope that you enjoyed creating this first ebook for yourself. And I really love to see your ebooks as you create them. Feel free to tag me, to share them with me. I am Elizé_presents on Instagram. I'm Elizé Leborn. That is my last name on on LinkedIn. I just changed my last name, so it still feels weird to say it. Elize, and my last name is Leborgne. I'm just like lucky that I know how to spell my last name at this point. I was like, I barely know how to say it. Elizé Leborn. Anyway, so yes, I hope to see it all. I hope to see your guys' images and all your work that you've created in Express over the last few days. Feel free to send me any questions as they come up. And thank you so much for spending your time with me and for spending the rest of the end of the year with me. And I'm really excited for the future of 2023 for you and all the things that you've envisioned for yourself over the last few days. Thank you so much. All right, much love. Bye.